That intro starts and finishes so fast. By the way, y'all know what it is, man. It's Monday Night Madness on the late night tip. I haven't done a late night show in a long time. Like and share. I got my guys in the building. Obviously, first and foremost, my co-host right here from Clovis. You see him with the Clovis Wildcat shirt on. Marcus the Alphabets is in the building tonight. Ready to talk some sports, man. We ready to talk some sports in here, man. We about to get real.
Are you breaking up over here?
Dre, gotta fix your earbuds.
2 weeks in a row. Can you guys
Like breaking up?
hear me?
You're breaking up.
No, we can't have.
There we go.
There we go.
You
There we
can hear
go.
me now, can't you?
Yeah.
Okay, now you can hear me a whole lot better, and that's fine and dandy. You know, it's good to be back. Monday Night Madness, 3 shows in one night. I'm super excited about it. 3 shows in one night, a late night show. We haven't did this in a long time, folks. Man, Marcus the Alphabets is in the building. Mr. Friday Night Lights himself, Mr. Friday Night. Alphabets football talk show. Right here on Facebook and all other platforms that you can get it at. You can get it right there with him and the lovely Ramona Dye in the building. Oh, shucky ducky quack quack. My man put his Bills hat on today. Shucky ducky quack quack. We might as well all follow suit today.
Hey, check this out, George. Like I said, when you win, come here. But when you lose, I need you right here. We don't. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem. If I lose, so I'm here. I ain't hard to find.
Right.
I am not hard.
You know who else ain't hard to find? My guy down here with the Von Miller, the closer jersey on, right here with the Bills flag in the back. My guy Ethan Tweedy. What's good, Ethan?
Man, it's been a while since I've been on the show with you guys.
Man,
I like every time we can make Marcus wear that hat. Let's keep it going.
It's okay. But here's the thing, Ethan. Like I told you, I need you right here too when you lose.
The only reason I wasn't here last week, the other time we lost, I was on the road.
I know you were. Me and you, we talked about it off there, but. I need a lot of you people out there. When you lose, you ain't nowhere to be found. You're like
I ain't hard to find.
I wasn't here for 2 weeks when the Bills won.
Like going to fun in Carmen, San Diego, like Waldo, like Osama bin Laden. Ain't nowhere to be found. Ain't nowhere
the Osama bin Laden.
You love the Osama bin Laden phrase, man.
I need you to circle the wagons too when you lose too. Circle the wagons
all right,
too.
Well played.
You're not allowed to say circle the wagons no more after that. You're not allowed to say circle the wagons no more. He was Ethan. He was like, circle the wagons. Circle the wagons. Get enough of that shit. You have me die laughing. I have to play it back like 20 times. Circle the wagons. Anyway, man, oh man. Listen, we got football talk to talk about tonight. For real. Dude, y'all funny as hell. Listen, you know what ain't funny? These Denver Broncos. We got to talk about this Monday Night Football.
Do we really have to?
Yes, you do. Get it out the way early and quick because this should be quick. We should be making quick talk of this thing right here. 19-16 in overtime. The Chargers win another late night game. How in the hell was this a Monday Night Football game? Am I
the only one that is sick and tired of seeing Denver on prime time?
Yes, please take Denver off of prime time for now. How did they even, Marcus, can I ask you this question? Ethan, can I ask you this question? How did Denver even get so many prime time games?
Because they thought Russell was going to be a lot better.
Yes, exactly what he said.
Off the fact of Russell.
Exactly what Ethan said. A lot of these games, the schedule is made preseason. It's made before the season starts. So they're like, okay, so you're going to see the Raiders a lot because they thought that the Raiders with Devontae Adams. You're going to see the the Broncos because the Russell Wilson thing. So a lot of this is preseason. It's preseason hype, and then it's like you see the previews for a movie, and the movie looks really good.
But I really don't. Speaking of time, I'm sorry.
And you go to watch the movie. You see these hot previews. And then you go to the movies, and it's garbage dumpster juice. Like Halloween Ends. That's garbage dumpster juice.
I haven't seen it, so I'll take your word.
Top.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time. Not wasting my time on that. Too many times.
But I'll tell you what. Yes, but that's mostly true with all those. But I don't know why they put the Commanders and the Bears on prime time, like as a prime time matchup. Like
that was Comedy Central. Like,
Amazon need to step their game up. The past 2 weeks on Amazon, a Thursday night game was atrocious. It was absolutely atrocious. So
and this week we got Arizona and the Saints.
Oh my goodness!
It's the return of it's D-Hop's coming back.
Oh, that's real nice. How nice. Okay. With that being said,
and they got Robbie Anderson too.
Yeah, they got Robbie Anderson today. Please don't put him on prime time no more. Russell Wilson, don't put him. I swear. No. Yo, how many points? Matter of fact, put it in the comment section right now, y'all. If y'all know how many points the Denver Broncos have scored this season, put it in the comment section. Okay? Put that in the comment section. All right, we're gonna move on. Russell Wilson tonight, 188 yards and a touchdown. Justin Herbert, 238 yards, threw 57 times, only had 238 yards. What? You know what? Y'all want to sit up here and talk about circle the wagon. What happened to Justin Herbert? Everybody was on Justin Herbert.
Okay, here's the thing. Again, here's the issue, because we were talking about this just now. Justin Herbert's an awesome quarterback. Again, when you're whacking, hear me out. Mike Williams is not a number one.
Nope.
Keenan Allen is the number one. So now what happens is you got to see, because there's no Keenan Allen who would be getting followed by Patrick Surtain. Mike Williams is getting that treatment. He's getting that treatment now, and he's not a number one. So your 3 has to become your 2. Your 2 has to become your 1, and that's the issue with them. The best player on that team, offensive player, is Austin Eckler. So they really.
Speaking of which, 14 carries tonight, 36
yards.
Yeah,
36
the carries. How many catches he had though?
He wasn't even the leading receiver tonight, by the way. You know who the leading receiver was? It was Joshua Palmer.
Josh Palmer. Yeah.
Austin Eckler had 10 catches for 47 yards. What is he, running in place?
He's a running back. He's a running back, and he's got that many carries. Like, you see some.
He's got more receiving yards than he does pass or rushing yards.
Bro.
That's what makes him so dangerous. He's probably the best dual threat. He's probably the best dual threat back in the league.
You know how many targets he had tonight? You know how many targets he had tonight?
15?
16 targets tonight.
Yeah. There's wide receivers. There's wide receivers don't get that many targets, But again, he's having to compensate for no Keenan Allen. So Joshua Palmer, who's their 3, has to be their 2.
Well, guess what? I better not, and I promise you this, Marcus. I'm taking a screenshot of this right now. This is on wax. I better not see them same numbers or them same stats when Keenan Allen come back. I better not, or I'm sending the Scooby-Doo mystery van out. Hold on. Or I'm sending the Scooby-Doo mystery van out to go find out what's really going on.
I got you. Okay, let me ask
you. As a fan of somebody who has had a lot of injuries this year, I know about next man up.
Let me ask you that. It depends on what position it is too. Now, losing your right guard, how many games do you win if Josh Allen goes down? No, not wishing injury. Come on now. You gotta look at.
Okay, so watch this. Now here's my answer.
What about half the starting defense?
No. Wait a minute. No. I got an answer for that. I got a real answer for that.
Okay.
How many games did Case Keenum win in Minnesota? Is my answer to that question.
Okay, let me ask you this too.
Who has his number one? Who has his receiver? Number one receiver back from Minnesota?
Okay, let me ask you this too. You're talking about Justin Herbert. If you had to move Gabe Davis to your number one and Isaiah McKenzie to your number two, how many yards does Josh Allen throw for?
You still got Shakir. You still got Hodgins. He'll be fine.
Which all of them would have to move up to another role. You feel comfortable?
Yeah.
Hang on. How many yards did Isaiah McKenzie have yesterday?
We talked about him. We talked about him.
How many yards did Isaiah McKenzie have with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis in the field? How many yards did he have?
9 yards. Dumpster
Okay,
juice.
so imagine. Okay, so now imagine no Stephon Diggs. Now we're talking about Herbert, the equivalency. Now there's Stephon Diggs is out the game. Gabe Davis has to be your number one, and Isaiah McKenzie has to be your number two. How many yards does he go for?
Marcus, I get your
You
whole.
see what I'm saying? Y'all gotta look at stuff like that.
I get the vernacular you're using. I get you. I get what you're saying.
I want Ethan to answer this. I want Ethan to answer.
We don't deal. I understand where you're going with this. Your point has been made, but we don't deal with hypotheticals on the show.
I'm just saying, when you look at stuff, look at it and put it in perspective. Like, okay, if we were in the same situation, how would this work out for us? When you're number ones are number ones for a reason. I had people talking crap to me about Cooper Rush. Backup.
He's played well.
He did what he's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Backups are backups for a reason. He went for.
Wait a minute. Whoa, Marcus. You better not sit up here and move the goalpost. I'm about to catch you moving the goalpost. Yes, you is about to move the goalpost right now, and I'm about to catch you before you do it. You just didn't ask me if Josh Allen went down, how many games would the Bills win? And I told you Case Keenum, right, who is proven that he could play at the quarterback position in Minnesota, right, who won playoff games, right? So you just told me that, and then you just said Cooper Rush does what he's supposed to do.
I got you. Do you win the game yesterday if Case Keenum is starting the game against Kansas City?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Come on. That's what I'm saying.
But wait a minute. That's what you're saying. But at the same token, you just told me Cooper Rush did what he was supposed to, but he was undefeated until last week.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly.
Matters.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. He did what he was supposed to do.
So Marcus, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute, because I'm bringing this segment to the forefront right now. I'm gonna bring this segment to Monday Night Madness, and it's gonna be called Interviewers Row, where you can ask anybody on this panel a legitimate question and they gotta answer it. All right. Legitimately, no hiding. We ain't hiding. Get out your feelings. Would you be saying with that comment, sir, that the Dallas Cowboys hasn't played no one, sir, and that's why Cooper Rush went undefeated?
He beat the 5-1 Giants. There's only three 5-1 teams in the league. And he beat the two Super Bowl participants. He beat the two Super Bowl participants. I think that's pretty good for a backup quarterback.
I think it's damn good for a backup quarterback.
He beat the Rams.
He was supposed to do that?
No, he wasn't. That's what I'm saying. He did what he was supposed. No, I'm saying he did what he's. Hear me out. He did what he was supposed to do. Hold down the fort. That's what your backup is supposed to do. Keep you. A lot of people, as soon as Dak broke his thumb, they're like, "Oh, the season's over." He did what he was supposed to do. You keep the ship afloat. We're 4-2. You get back your starting quarterback, and
yes, you know exactly what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about holding no goddamn fort down. This ain't the damn Titanic. I'm not talking about holding no boat afloat. Okay, you know exactly what the hell I'm talking about.
No, ask me because I don't know. What are you asking?
What do you mean? What do you mean? You don't know what I'm talking about, Marcus? You telling me that in the beginning of the season you would have told me Cooper Rush would have beat those two Super Bowl participants and
no, I said he did what he was. Your job as a backup. Listen to what I'm saying. You're not listening to what I'm saying. He did over what he was supposed to do. You held down the fort.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. No one. I didn't expect it. As a matter of fact, can you see this score right there? Can y'all see that score? Can y'all see that?
Really?
See the score that I have there?
Yeah.
I picked it. He did what he was supposed to do. And usually backup quarterbacks, for a couple of weeks, they look really, really good. And then teams start watching film on them. That's why Ryan Fitzpatrick had such a great career. And people kept giving him big contracts because he would have 4 or 5 weeks. You're like, oh my God, we found our franchise quarterback. And he did what he always would do. No, don't look like that.
No, I'm saying that I'm agreeing with what you're about. I'm agreeing with what you're about to say. You're about to say he comes back and he craps himself.
I was going to say piss down his leg, but yeah, just about to say he tricked the Bills, he tricked the Jets, he tricked the Texans, he tricked the
Miami
the Titans. He picked the
great swindler.
He is. That's what he's been doing. And there's actually people, Ethan, that have said to me, oh my God, Cooper Rush is going to make a lot of money next year. And guess what? He is. That's why. No, I'm just saying, somebody out there is going to be, oh my God, he went 4-1 with the Cowboys last year. He's a franchise quarterback. He is not a franchise quarterback. He is a career backup. If he had starting 4 or 5 games is one thing as compared to starting 17 games and coming out there against the number ones and teams sit up and defensive.
Jimmy G made his money the same way.
Jimmy G, Kirk Cousins.
Brock Osweiler made his money the same way.
Kirk Cousins been stealing from people for 10 years.
The last couple years, Kirk been all right, though. I give Kirk his props.
Yeah. You like that? You like that, dude? You're an average quarterback. But
Marcus, you know you like that.
you like that? You like that? You know? And I think we got to come to a conclusion after tonight. Y'all ready?
Which one is that?
Maybe Seattle knows something that we didn't.
Oh yeah. I saw that. I was like, yeah, maybe Seattle did.
Maybe. You know, we're talking about quarterbacks put in good situations. Maybe it wasn't Russell cooking. Maybe it was Marshawn Lynch. You know, being one of
the first game. I agree because the first game that Russell left, that he went back to him, and Gino was cooking.
Hold up! I know y'all ain't over here. You can take that damn. Listen, Marcus, you do this every damn show. Listen, even when I leave for 2 weeks, as soon as I come back, you do this shit every damn show. I'm gonna catch him right now. Take that damn cape off. You ain't slick, Mr. Superhero. You over here trying to swindle the general public into believing that Russell Wilson was the great quarterback manager, was the great game manager.
That's what Torch. That's why the Broncos paid him. It wasn't just the people. The Broncos front office gave up three first round picks for him.
And then paid him like a 5-year deal.
So and made him the second $245 million for the great
made him the second. And made him the second highest paid quarterback in the league. Behind
gave him $250 million to pass for 188 yards.
Ethan, make him say it right now. See, this is what Marcus do. He think he's slick. He put it out there, Mr. Superhero over here with the cape on and all that shit, Clovis capes and all that. Put it out there right now. Say it legitimately. I want to hear it come out your mouth. Russell Wilson is the great game manager. Go ahead, say it.
I don't have a problem saying that. Russell Wilson, at this stage of his life, is a game manager.
There you go.
Was he a game manager before?
Yeah, he did win. Listen, I don't want to totally discredit the guy. I
want you to come out and I want you to be clear.
No, I'm not willing to go that. He was all right. He was all. I mean, he ain't Ryan Fitzpatrick. He's better than Ryan Fitzpatrick.
Yeah,
he's and look, here's the other thing too. Our opinion of Russell Wilson would change a little bit if he had won that second Super Bowl. We're not even really having this
run the ball.
Here's the thing. When that play happened and the Patriots won that Super Bowl, there's a lot of teams out there that won one Super Bowl, right? Mm-hmm. A lot of teams out there have won Super Bowl, and some have won multiple Super Bowls, and some have never won Super Bowl. But
all right, keep going.
But how many teams have won back-to-back Super Bowls?
Not many.
Patriots did.
You see what I'm saying? If the Seahawks had won that Super Bowl,
mm-hmm.
our opinion of Russell Wilson totally changed. And here's the other thing too. After that loss, a lot of those players were so furious, it broke up the team. You fractured the team because it was like, I can never trust you again. Like that mm-hmm. look on Richard Sherman's face, that look of disgust. Marshawn Lynch was pissed off. Everybody wanted to be Cam Chancellor was mad. All of them, Earl Thomas, he flipped them off. You know, you one little thing like that, and it's like it's like, okay, we can't even be friends no more after that. We can't even be cool no more because of what happened there. So I think part of that was his team broke up. Sometimes things happen, and then there's a relationship that's fractured. It's like you can never be the same again. Mm-hmm. I mean, imagine if Jerry Jones and Jimmy Johnson don't get in a fight. How many championships does the Cowboys have? You have a fracture in a relationship, and it's like we can't even go back to like the way that we were before because of what Shaq and Kobe. We've seen a lot of good combinations get split up because somebody did something. It's like we can't even be cool no more after that. I can't work with you no more. So you go to work and somebody steals your favorite coffee mug. You know what I'm saying? You go in the break room and they done stole your favorite coffee mug. Like we can't work in the same place anymore. Like every time I see you, you know what it is. It's on every time I see you. So
it's beef on site every time.
It's on site. You go there. You the employee of the month, and this dude keep parking in your parking space. Like you've been working at this company for 10 years. You done finally won employee of the month, and every time you come to work, one of your coworkers parks in the employee of the month. They got you done won it. I gotta come see you. We got. Why are you in my employee of the month parking space? Oh man, it was open. So I know it's open because I ain't here. Why are you in it? It happens like that.
I can't believe we're 25 minutes into the show. We're still talking about Russell Wilson.
Yo, that is hilarious. But you know what's so funny? We could do that. We could do that. We could do that though. That's the thing. We could do that. 25 minutes.
I got a question for y'all though.
Oh, wait a minute. You going on Interviewer Central?
I'm going on Interview Central, damn it.
All right, come on with it.
Free agency. The free agency deadline, November the 1st.
Ooh.
The trade deadline?
That's the trade deadline.
Ethan, you know what I smell.
Who is your pet cat? Who is the player? Now, look, within reason. Don't be like, I want Aaron Donald. You're not going to get Aaron Donald. A player within reason. I want TJ Watt. You're not getting TJ Watt. A player within reason that's on the bubble or you've heard them maybe trading for or whatever, heard maybe they're out of there. Who is on the top of your wish list? I want to hear both of y'all's answer.
Good, right?
Wow.
Are you answering for the Packers or the Bills?
I'll answer for the Packers. I'll let you answer for the Bills, obviously. If it's the Green Bay Packers, a wide receiver is needed immediately. I don't even know if people know that This sounds awkward as hell because I haven't even heard it in the news. But I would say if the Packers could get T.Y. Hilton or somebody, they'd be okay.
I got an answer for it. You know what? When we play this game right here, you give your answer, and you give your answer, then I'm going to give my answer for both of y'all's team, and then I'm going to give y'all my Cowboys pick, and then y'all give me an answer, y'all's answer for the Cowboys. Okay, Dre, for you, not T.Y. Hilton. For you, I'm making a trade. I'm calling tomorrow. I'm calling 8 hours ago. DJ Moore.
Oh yeah. Okay.
I'm calling Carolina.
But is he on the list?
It's a fire sale.
I think they're having a fire sale over. I think they know they're going nowhere. They let Robbie
going off the free agency list because I was about to say
I'm saying Carolina is in sale mode. They're in.
I'm going to get DJ Moore, big wide receiver. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Yeah,
either him, or I'm seeing if Will Fuller
is on the list too.
Will Fuller.
Should anybody take a run at Antonio Brown right now?
No,
not
at all. Not at all. Not at all.
You got to answer the question too, sir.
No. Go ahead, Ethan. What you got?
I would say I have two. If I could get that way, if I can get one of them, I'd be happy. One would be who you said this in the show, or you guys were talking about in the comments in the show, Cam Akers. And if we couldn't get him, I'd like to see if we could possibly swing a deal for Kareem Hunt.
Ooh.
See, now that's the person I was gonna pick, Ethan. You see, sir. But you know what? I've been here. Listen, somebody tried to argue me down, Marcus. Let me tell you about this. Somebody tried to argue me down and said Cleveland is in no way, shape, or form interested in giving up Kareem Hunt. But what they don't realize is that Kareem Hunt was in the offseason. Cleveland literally said that could very well change during the season. And right now, Cleveland's what? 2-3? They just got beat by the Patriots. They got their boot smoked, by the way, which is the next game we're going to talk about. But they got their boot smoked by the Patriots just recently, and they 2-4. Oh, yes, this is the perfect time to go grab Kareem Hunt. If I'm anybody, I'm saying, yo, Kareem, come here now. We'll trade up. We'll trade Zach Moss and a number one or a number two to come get you. Come get you. You can go play for a team that's gonna have some type of purpose. Boom. I said this earlier on the show. I said Kareem Hunt being on the Bills would be a great story.
I have another. So for you, Ethan, you know we talked about Cam Akers. I like your Kareem Hunt. I really like that Kareem Hunt.
I've been talking about Kareem Hunt for months, but yes, he did good.
Kareem Hunt, that's a hell of a
it's a game changer.
I got a name for you right now. And this I heard
if you say Zeke Elliott,
no, I'm not gonna say that.
You better not say
that. You ready? Antonio Gibson from the Washington Commanders.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, that's not bad.
He's lost.
That's not bad at all.
He's lost the job. He's lost the job. Brian Robinson's the new guy over there. They got JD McKissick. Brian.
We don't talk about JD McKissick in Buffalo after
I got one more, and I got one more name for you. And Ramona, don't get mad at me when I say this.
No.
Benny Snell.
Oh, shoot.
Benny Snell.
Wouldn't be bad.
You have one thing missing out of your arsenal.
You need a star running back though.
I think Antonio Gibson. I think Washington would be willing to part ways with him. I think they would.
I definitely would bang with Gibson or Kareem Hunt. I'm okay with either one of them. I'm okay with either one of them going to Buffalo. I think those are both phenomenal picks.
That would be exactly what we need. You're right about that. We need the We need that. We need that running game.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
You know why you need the run game? You know why you need the run game?
Close the show.
Guess what's coming up real soon?
Cold.
The winter.
The
winter time.
I've always said Buffalo is a cold weather city that has a dome. That has a dome. That has dome.
Marcus, just say they the New Orleans Saints. Just say they got the Saints.
Okay, they're the New Orleans Saints.
Yeah, Saints mentality. I got you.
How did that passing game look in that first New England game last year?
I knew that's when you were going with. Yep, I know.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
You gotta have Mac Jones do it what 3 times? Damian Harris.
He threw it 3 times, completed it twice.
Yeah.
That damn swing, that New England swing is crazy. The way Belichick draws up that New England swing, that shit is massive, and it's still working. Stevenson is perfecting it right now, Mr. 2 touchdowns. By the way, New England 38-15.
There you go. That's a perfect segue. Bring that game
right into that 38-15 beatdown that Cleveland got at home.
Ricky Williams said, after tonight, why not Melvin Gordon? Melvin Gordon is the 3rd string. They already said that. They said that on the broadcast, so they just put. You know what Melvin Gordon's issue is? Are y'all there?
Yeah.
Melvin Gordon's issue is he fumbles the ball.
Yeah.
Zach Moss' issue is that he fumbled the ball.
I used to play running back, and my football coach, he used to have a saying to me. I fumbled the ball one time, and I came over, and he grabbed me by the face mask, and he said to me, Mr. Betts, the whole team, every time you carry the ball, you are carrying the hopes and dreams of everybody on this team. You think about it along those lines, because you really are. When you're carrying the ball, everybody's looking at you. You got everybody, the whole stadium is looking at you, and you fumble the ball, you are basically like putting the team's hopes and dreams on the ground. And when you think about it like that, he has fumbling issues, and one thing is a running back. There's 2 things you don't want to be known as a running back: injury prone and a fumbler. Those are 2 things as a running back you don't want to be known as. So he's been injury prone, and now he's known as a fumbler, and that's nearly running back.
Yeah, so tonight he only had like 3 carries for 8 yards. Yeah, Murray was the first string, and then Boone's was second string tonight.
Yeah,
that's a good answer, Ricky Williams. By the way,
Melvin. It is a good answer, but I think that Melvin's got the fumbles. I agree with Marcus.
Ramona said, he said, after tonight, why not Melvin Gordon of Buffalo? And Ramona said, because he's trash.
Oh, wow. Well,
I know it's not going to happen. Dalton says, I know it's not going to happen. Send Josh Jacobs to the Bills. And they're not going to.
I would like Josh Jacobs, but there's no way.
Josh Jacobs is good, but no way.
Well, here's the thing. Hear me out.
I'm listening.
They did not sign his 5th-year option.
That's true.
That is true.
It's not like he's under like some big contract or he's in the last. Now, he would be a 1-year.
Buffalo could get him next year.
We could if we liked it, we could pick up his 5th year. Yeah.
Here's the thing: Buffalo would be smarter picking him up next year and save money too, and you probably could save a pick if you picked him up next year.
They drafted the better running back out of Georgia, Zamir White.
Yeah.
James Cook wasn't even a starter. That's what people don't realize. James Cook wasn't even a starter at Georgia. Zamir White wasn't.
Zamir was. Yeah, I know.
So when again, like I tell people all the time, when they draft people in the 1st and 2nd round that play the same position as you, they're basically saying like you're pretty much out of here.
But you know what, Marcus? I see, and we talked about this with the Bills. I don't want to spend too much time until we get to the Bills game. We ain't even talked about the Bills-Chiefs game yet. It's later on. But honestly, when it comes to these running backs,
it's going to go all night. I know that.
Man, you got to be careful. You got to be careful when you draft these running backs, man. For real. Patriots. Yeah, 38-15.
I'll be the one that's utter the words. Quarterback controversy.
Zap. Yeah, Zap might be staying in there. Zap might have zapped
He's played a lot better. He has played a lot better than Mac.
Hold on. So hold on. We ain't gonna see the return of the Mac.
I don't know. We'll see what Bill does, but I think it'd be dumb to take Zappy out.
Look, I'm from the school of thinking if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right, exactly.
And that's I wasn't rooting against the Cowboys, but I was like, but hear me out.
I know.
If Cooper Rush had won that game yesterday against the undefeated Eagles, it would have created more problems than it would have solved. Because people would have been like, well, why are you want to
that definitely would have been on
if they would have won that game yesterday, it would have been a problem. If they would have won that game. It's now with Zap and Mac Jones. Zappy's he's winning, so
Willem Bombard said Raiders are desperate for picks. We'll give them a cheeseburger and a 6th rounder. Wait a minute. Where's that cheeseburger coming from, Will? It better not be coming from McDonald's. It better not be coming from
I don't know, man.
It's got to come from Five Guys or one of those places.
I don't know, man. I don't know if the Raiders getting more picks actually helps them. They are terrible with their first round picks.
Well, they have a new GM.
Yeah, but
he sucks.
Look, hey, Josh McDaniels. Josh McDaniels drafted.
I don't know how he has another job. I really don't.
Josh McDaniels drafted Tim Tebow in the first round. Take that for whatever you will. He drafted Tim Tebow in the first round when he was a coach of the Broncos.
I mean, I like Tebow in college, but still, yeah.
Ricky said, "What about Drake, Kenyon Drake?"
No, not as well as he's doing in Miami. Oh, I'm sorry, that's Ravens. He's in Ravens now.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, Drake ain't bad, but I don't know.
Drake is another small back. Y'all don't need no more small backs. I thought you should have when he was a free agent. I think a guy like Latavius Murray, who looked pretty damn good tonight, would have been good with Buffalo.
Yo, I thought at first when I read that I thought he was talking about you used to call me on my cell phone. I thought he was talking about that Drake at first. I'm like, wait. Drake.
A says Drake is taking over in Baltimore. Dobbins is out. Yeah, but Gus Edwards has already started practice. He's in a 21-day window over there, so
But yeah. I mean, he's right. Drake was gashing the Giants. We'll get to that game, but yeah.
Yo, definitely. Matter of fact, let's get to the 49ers and Falcons game. Then we could talk about, oh my goodness, we got so many games to talk about. It's weird. This week was quite weird. All right, San Francisco, 3-3. Do we have a problem in San Francisco right now? Because the Atlanta Falcons
they had 9 starters out. No Nick Bosa. The safety that looks like Troy Polamalu, he was out. They had a bunch of problems on the offensive line. San Francisco is they're very limited with what they can do. They don't really throw the ball down the field. Ayuk actually looked pretty good this week. Brandon Ayuk was good. But what they really want to do is they want to maul you with their running game and play good defense. That's what they want to do. And Jeff Wilson Jr. looked like crap this week.
And credit to the Falcons. They took advantage of it.
Mariota took advantage of 13 for 14.
Yeah.
13 of 14, 129. 129. He had 2 touchdowns, though. He definitely
and a touchdown on the ground.
Yep, and 1 on the ground. Yeah. 28-14, y'all. I don't know. Jimmy Garoppolo, you had 2 touchdowns, 2 don't do that. I call them don't do that, y'all. 296 yards. throwing, but that didn't do much for you. I mean, they fumbled. Yo, matter of fact, didn't they have a fumble in the end zone or something? Hey, yo, is it me or do Jimmy G have problems when it comes down to being around his own red zone? I mean, week after week.
We talked about when you have inconsistent quarterback play. Jimmy G, that's why they drafted Trey Lance. They drafted Trey Lance because he's a very average quarterback. They drafted.
But there was some people when Trey Lance got injured, they were saying, "Oh, Jimmy G's in there. We're gonna do better with him in there."
Well, two things can be right at the same time. He's because he's better than Trey Lance, but he's twice as good as Trey Lance. But 2 times 0 is still 0. You got 2 zeros.
You know, 2 times 0.
Hey, how about that? That was the first touchdown catch for Pitts this year. Finally.
Yeah.
Atlanta's issue is they don't have a running game. They don't have a lot of weapons. Their best running back is Cordarrelle Patterson. You know, they got the Algieri guy, you know. They got Damian Williams. He's on IR. So it's just like they got to throw the ball around, you know, so they're kind of one-dimensional.
So, speaking of a first time, this is the game I don't want to talk about. And I know I'm about to hear a whole lot of nope. I don't care about the Thursday game.
He's talking about Packers.
Yep. You already come on, Ethan. You already know this. The Packers, for the first time, lost to 2 New Jersey teams back to back.
That's the first back-to-back losses from LaFleur.
Yes, it is. The first back-to-back losses for LaFleur as well. And they lost to the Jets and Giants, 2 teams that are really, really good right now. The Jets, undefeated on the road. If I started this show off 6 weeks ago, they would have told me the Jets would have been undefeated on the road, 3-0 on the road right now. Nope. Yeah, that's right. Tighten up that hat, Marcus. I see you tighten it up. You know damn well you would have said that. And I would have said that. Ethan, I know damn well you would have said that as a Bills guy. No. Hell no. Listen, this is how bad this game is, and this is how bad the Packers organization is right now. I'm telling you, straight up, it's bad. It is god awful. First and foremost, those receivers. Robert Tonyan had 90 yards in this one, 10 catches. Romeo Doubs, I think, is going to be good, but now with Cobb being out for multiple weeks, they're in big trouble. Big trouble. Alan Lazard cannot hold it down on his own. I knew that was coming anyway.
Wait, I got something.
Do you see? See, and here's a teaching moment. We were just talking about wide receiver cores. We just talked about, you know, you're sitting up there and you're questioning Justin Herbert about him not being a good quarterback.
Well, let's be clear though. Aaron Rodgers has made good receivers in past though.
I got you. As you get older, as you get older, you don't usually get stronger or your arm gets stronger or faster. How did Tom Brady look at his last? People keep forgetting it for all the Tom Brady. But how did Tom Brady look after after Gronk retired the first time and Julian Edelman was out? How did he look?
Oh, see, I didn't forget that. I remember exactly what he looked like.
So he looked terrible, and then he goes to Tampa Bay, gets Mike Evans, gets Chris Godwin, gets Antonio Brown, gets Leonard Fournette. They trade for Leonard Fournette. He drafts Tristan Wirfs, and then he wins another championship. It's the same difference for all those people who are saying that about Aaron Rodgers. His wide receiver, I would dare say, and I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think off the top of. Green Bay may have one of the bottom 3 wide receiver cores in the league. Is that fair?
No, that's very fair. I agree with that. You know what they have? Hold on, Michael. You know what they have? They're very resemblant to the Buffalo Bills in 2018. Once again, the Kelvin Benjamin, Zay Jones bullshit.
I say this when I say this, everybody gets mad. Who you play with matters, and then people are, just the next man up. The backups are backups for a reason. A guy is a fifth stringer for a reason. A guy who doesn't make the
you have some backups that end up being stars and play well. I mean,
hey, Dre. Right, one of my issues. I was flipping back and forth between the Giants game and this game because of the two games on my TV. Before the Bills game, and the one issue that I had with the might as well have been the Falcons,
right.
The Packers there. It was the one play. It was 3rd and 1, and he takes a deep shot for Romeo Doubs. I'm like, dude, get the first. You're in. You know this has been a dogfight all game. Take the first. Get the 1 yard and keep the train moving.
Let me just tell you this. Let me tell you this. That whole thing from years ago has tarnished the Packers when it comes to decision making. Mm-hmm. Do y'all remember what I'm talking about? The Tampa Bay, Green Bay NFC Championship game where Aaron Rodgers literally should have ran and instead threw that pass. We talking about play calling and the field goal. The field goal is what I'm really talking about. When they went for the field goal, he wanted to go for it, and they went for the field goal instead. Remember that, Marcus? Mm-hmm. And then Tampa Bay iced the game on them. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Ever since then, I'm telling you now, Aaron Rodgers goes along with the play calling. He does not audible no more like that. You can see it. You check down. I wonder how many times Aaron Rodgers since that game has audibled to something else. I bet you he's one of the least audible quarterbacks in the league since then. I guarantee I almost would put a dub on that.
Here's the other thing too. A lot of times relationships kind of break up because one person wants to take too much credit. Well, who's responsible for the success here? Is it this person or is this person? Was it Brady or was it Belichick? Was it Jerry Jones or was it Jimmy Johnson? Was it Devontae Adams?
I know
or
what
was
he
it,
or was it?
We know the answer to that. We know the answer to that one.
I think we're seeing right now. Sometimes you're just a great combination together.
I disagree.
How does Devontae Adams compare with Derek Carr as compared to?
I get it. I get where you're going, Marcus. I totally get where you're going.
I
like the analysis. Hold on, I like the analysis, but I would only agree with that if Aaron Rodgers was in 10-0 career without Devontae Adams.
That's a
10 games is not a small sample size.
Got you. What is Cooper Rush's record? And just hear me out on this. Hear me out on this.
I think like 5-1.
Is it 5-1 or 4-1?
Because the reason he's 10-0 is because that is a small sample size. How many games have they played together?
That's not small.
Yeah, that's a small. Wait a minute. To me, that's not a small sample size for a star wide receiver at the one position. Somebody like Devontae Adams, getting
through 2 or 3 games
in 3 years ain't small to me. It's a lot.
So that's like him missing 3. That's like him missing 3 games a year.
Yeah. Okay, Marcus, let me ask you this question. So with that breakdown right there, hold on, watch this. With that breakdown right there, I'm going to give you an example, and I want you to answer me clearly. Who's your star receiver in Dallas?
Well, it was Amari Cooper.
Got a better one.
Hang on, let me answer this for you. It was Amari Cooper. How does CeeDee Lamb look now that he has to be a number 1? How does he look?
Oh, well, I know you gave up $20 because
you see what I'm saying? It's just like what the Chargers.
What would happen if 10 games if Kirk Cousins lost Justin Jefferson for 10 games in a 3-year stint? Come on. Are you serious?
Are we comparing Kirk Cousins to Aaron Rodgers? See,
In this
now we're
scenario,
looking.
Whoa,
looking
no. Hold on, Marcus. I'm not comparing Kirk Cousins to Aaron Rodgers. I'm comparing production from Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson to production.
All right, I got. I got one. Hey, Dre. I got one. Dre, I got one better. So if you don't like the comparison of the quarterbacks, let me go with another one. How would it look in a 3-year span if Josh Allen was without Steph Diggs?
We saw what Josh Allen looked like. We saw what Josh Allen looked like before Stephon Diggs. We don't need an example. We know what he looked like. We know what he looked like before Stephon Diggs. We know what he looked. We don't need to imagine that.
But that was before Josh. That was before Josh was fully developed too. So let's not.
Okay. So check this out. Let's say that you do. Let's say that you have to move Gabe Davis over to your number one, and
we had this discussion earlier, sir.
I got you, but see, I'm trying to make the equivalency.
Don't you dare try to make it seem like Gabe Davis will be Kelvin Benjamin.
You have to move Gabe Davis to your number one and Isaiah McKenzie to your number two.
We got.
How many games do the Bills win with Isaiah McKenzie as your number two? Come on.
Again.
So you understand that? You understand what Dre's saying about Devontae Adams?
Yeah, you understand that. That's why I'm saying that. That's my perfect. Yes, thank you. All I'm saying is that the Green Bay Packers suck right now. I don't give a damn if listen. Zach Wilson had 110 yards, no throwing touchdowns, and you got beat 27-10 in Lambeau Field.
Breece Hall lit him up.
Yeah, 116 yards rushing. You think that's the first time the Packers gave up 116 yards rushing in Lambeau? No, absolutely not. I remember a certain person. I remember a certain Dallas Cowboys running that who got over 100 yards in Lambeau, and they didn't get torn with a form like this.
Didn't Colin Kaepernick run all over y'all too? In that
man.
Didn't Michael Vick run all over y'all too?
Yeah, man. This is bad though. This is just god awful.
Then your special teams is awful too. They blocked the punt. They blocked the field goal. Like, what are they doing out there?
They literally lost the NFC Championship game to San Francisco. Well, lost the divisional to San Francisco off of special teams alone.
Mm-hmm.
And you did nothing in the offseason to clear that up. Then you did nothing to address the wide receiver position. I'm telling you, if there is one team, and I'm out here right now, I'm gonna say it clear as day because I am not biased at all, by no means. But if you want to look up one team who could fuck up some shit better than the Buffalo Bills, just look no further than the Green Bay Packers. Okay, look no further than the Green Bay Packers, who have been 1-4. Oh, you was pointing at the Dallas Cowboys?
No, I was trying to point to you, but I couldn't figure out. It's the camera's backwards.
Which way? Where did he go? Which way? Which way? The Green Bay Packers, man. Are you serious? 1-4 NFC Championship games. Lost divisionals multiple times, have had 2 6-10 seasons, bad seasons. Matt LaFleur has already lost 3 games this year, and Matt LaFleur hasn't lost 3 games as a Packers coach since he been there. Oh, besides last year when he lost 4 games. Okay, 13-4, but he still won 13 games. Don't look like they win in 13 games this year, does it? No,
the problem comes back. I'm sorry, with this game, with this team, it comes back to your quarterback. Because I heard him talking about, I think it was like after the loss in week 3 or something like that, where he's talking about instead of blaming the loss, instead of taking part of the blame for the loss, he's like, he said we got to get better, but then he said, I'm not going to change who I am. That's a problem.
Well, first of all,
when you're not willing to adjust to who you have now, that's a problem.
Marcus, that choker that you sent me through the mail, that choker that you sent me it doesn't feel so good right now. It's hella tight.
I think that sometimes people need to understand. So here's the thing that people need to understand. People need to understand this. sometimes taking the money is not the best way to go.
Nope.
Mhm.
I'll give you some examples. Sometimes you stay where you're at, and maybe you take a little less money and you keep things going.
Brady.
Exhibit number one. Le'Veon Bell.
Oh shit.
You remember Le'Veon
yeah.
Bell? Oh, I want to be one of the highest paid running backs. Okay. And he sat out. Then he had to go to the Jets, and then his career was basically over.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes taking, with Tyreek Hill, oh yeah, man, Tua, he's the best thing to happen to me. Yeah. You got that big contract. How much fun are you having right now? Your quarterback is one concussion
Tyreek.
at the end of his career.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that you're the highest paid wide receiver in the league, and your quarterback is one concussion away from his career being over. One concussion. If he gets another concussion, like he just came back today, if he gets another concussion, he's going to have to end his career. At the very minimum, he's not going to play for the rest of this year. But if it's bad enough, like the way he got slammed, against the Bengals, if he takes another one of those where he's reaching up, looking like doing the praying mantis, if he does that again, his career is over. So, sometimes taking the money, Aaron Rodgers, I want to be, you're sitting up there, I want to get paid. You're making $50 million a year. And you got wide receivers that couldn't catch a cold in Alaska.
Because you took all the money.
You took all their clothes off. They couldn't catch a cold in Alaska. They can't catch nothing.
I totally get what you're saying, but I think, and here we go again. I feel like they disrespected him. I feel like they should have paid him earlier. This is one of those conversations.
I feel like they should have paid Devontae Adams earlier. If they had paid him last year instead of waiting to the last minute, and then it was like now you feel disrespected. It's like I want out of here.
What did I just?
And you know what? We got another situation coming up like that. Now let's just say now he lost the other day. Let's just say Lamar Jackson wins MVP. All right. Now you put yourself in a situation.
Since we're going with hypotheticals, yes.
But I'm just saying though. I'm saying because we've seen this movie before. When you don't pay people and they feel disrespected, now at the end of the season, you're gonna have to pay me anything that I want. Probably give me the keys to the city, make me the honorary mayor.
I got a non-football one for you. Aaron Judge. For the Yankees. He bet on himself, and now he has 62 home runs. He's going for the money now.
Now you're in a situation where you got to give up everything because you didn't look a few years into the future. Mm-hmm. And now you ain't got no choice. It's either pay this man or watch him walk out the door. Yep. And you put yourself in that situation because you didn't have the foresight to be like, you know what, we need to take care of this man. Because if let's say he gets the probability.
What's the probability that Lamar walks right now?
If he makes it to the AFC 40, 50. If he makes it to the AFC Championship,
they're not doing that.
I'm just saying though, or
hypothetical.
If they do, he has he leads the he has another 1,000-yard rushing season. It's like you guys don't really give him any receivers. Now they talking about going to go get Deshaun Jackson, he'll get hurt in 2 games. He's from Florida. Now, if I have a halfway decent season, I'm like, I want to go play with Miami. I don't care what we can't do. We have to give up. I don't care what y'all got to do. Get me the hell up out of here. I don't want to play here no more. Now you're in a bad situation. So it's just, that's on your front office. That's just terrible team management.
You ain't answered the question though.
What's that?
What's the probability that Lamar walks? I want to hear it.
Every game that he goes out there and risks himself. Now we saw this kind of like with Dak Prescott. You know, he bet on himself, and then he ended up with his ankle facing backwards. You know, I don't think that he comes back. I think 85%.
Ooh, damn!
85%.
I was gonna say 60, but all right.
Damn, yeah.
And here's the reason why. I'm a league MVP.
Mm-hmm.
There's been 3 seasons with quarterbacks running for 1,000 yards, and I have 2 of them. I've been more productive than Deshaun Watson. I've been more productive than
one
Kyler
more
Murray.
games.
I've been more productive. I've been more productive than Dak Prescott. I've been more
games.
I'm better than Russell Wilson right now. Can we agree on
that? Are they? I always wondered this myself. You were talking about with Josh Allen the whole running thing. Are they concerned that he's not going to be able to sustain this because he's running for so many?
Some of it is out of necessity. Look,
so is Josh's. But what are we talking about? So is Josh's.
You have Stephon Diggs. Who has been his Stephon Diggs? Hollywood Brown? Is Hollywood Brown in the same hemisphere as Stephon Diggs?
I thought you meant game situations, but no. I mean, I get what you're going.
Who you play with? What I'm saying is out of necessity.
I understand.
Your best receiving threat on the Ravens is Mark Andrews. That's
right.
Your best.
I'm not arguing that. But my question, if that's part of the reason why he's not, or they're not willing to, they're not paying him up right now.
You're probably right.
See, I didn't see these. I didn't see these.
Right. So guess what? Trade me to the Dolphins so I can go play with Waddle and Hill. Since y'all can't put me around overseas.
Ricky Williams said 70-30. But Ricky, I also have to address a comment real quick. And I'm glad to see you, bro. You said Adam Thielen was balling before Jefferson got there. Yeah, that's because Stephon Diggs was on the team, sir. No offense. Stephon Diggs was on the team, sir. And then
I know. Hey, I will say what I will say. You know, Dre. I will say he knows that he lives in Minnesota. He knows.
I know he know. He should. I was about to say. I know he know. I know.
You said. He says maybe they can call Marcus's favorite receiver Josh Gordon.
Oh my goodness.
Look, let me tell y'all something. I really thought that Josh Gordon would be okay in Kansas City, and this here
don't feel bad about it. We've all had players we thought were going to play better than they did.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that he turned into Dwayne Bowe.
Oh,
his thing is. You know, it's not a laughing. Drugs, man. Drugs. It's really sad.
Oh my goodness, man! He got 82 games suspended from his career over marijuana. That's absolutely absurd.
Yeah, that's really
absolutely absurd.
All right, Dre, we still got 10 games left.
Yo, we do. We got mad games to go. But you know what? Again, we do this. This is what happens.
Can we please skip the Thursday game?
Yeah, we already skipped the Thursday game. I told you we can talk about Justin Fields. Are you
serious? All right. My bad. 9 games left.
Yeah, we're not talking about Justin Fields, but we will talk about these Vikings and you know what? We kind of talked about the Dolphins, though. You know what it is. It's Teddy Bridgewater. It's the Teddy Bridgewater show. Tua.
Yeah, Skyler got hurt, so they had to bring Teddy back.
Yeah, Skyler Moore. Is it Skyler Moore or Skyler
Thompson?
Right, Skyler Thompson. Skyler Moore is Kansas City. Teddy Bridgewater. Wait a minute, but Teddy Bridgewater.
Tua came off concussion protocol yesterday.
Oh yeah. He made up for that.
He can
Wait,
play.
watch this. That concussion protocol, he made up for that extra week. He should have been already on concussion protocol from before. Don't even try. Yeah, Marcus. Don't even try.
You mean the same game after he got the concussion? He threw a 70-yard bomb.
Yes, he did. He threw a bomb. You know what, though? You can do that.
You were there for that game, weren't you, Ethan? You mean when he had the concussion and then he came?
I was there. I saw. Listen, hold up about that game because I didn't. Well, first of all, I think it was after the Bengals game. You had Tank on the show, and he was like, "Milano didn't get flagged." He's wrong. Milano got a flag for that hit. I was there, and I saw Tua stumble someone like he was drunk coming out of the pubs drunk, and you're telling me he didn't have a concussion. Come on, man.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Watch this. This is how you know. That is real. Ready? This is how you know that's fake. Lamar Jackson got speared by Trent Murphy in the playoff game against Buffalo and went out with a concussion. And did he return? Did Lamar return? Oh, that's right. No. Oh, okay. So don't try to give me that bull. I just thought about that too earlier. I'm like, wait a minute.
And something else
nowhere near as severe.
No, but here's the next thing about that. You know, when you say, for instance, you bang if you're walking in the dark and you bang your shin off the coffee table, what do you do? The first instinct. Reach down to rub it or reach down to grab it or whatever, because there's a pain, right? No, exactly, Marcus. When he went down in the Miami game, that's exactly what he did. He reached for his head. Yeah. And then they come out later and said, "Oh, it was his back." Stop it.
Yeah, stop it. I can't. You know what? Miami is 3-3 right now, and getting their boot smoked by the Minnesota Vikings, who's 5-1.
Cousins didn't even have 200 yards.
Nope. Bridgewater had 329, 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Dalvin Cook had a touchdown on the ground, 53-yard touchdown. And Justin Jefferson didn't get to do the giddy, but he had over 170 yards in his joint. Yeah. Oh, Tyreek Hill versus Justin Jefferson. Matter of fact, I got a question for all y'all that's out there right now. Yep. Interviewers row. You ready? Interviewers row. If you had to take a wide receiver, which one you taking? Justin Jefferson or Tyreek Hill?
Jefferson.
Put it in the comment section, by the way. I mean, y'all was high on Tyreek Hill, by the way. That's why I'm asking. Some folks was real high on Tyreek. Tyreek Hill had 177 yards.
He's a good quarter. He's a good receiver. Don't get me wrong, but
he had 177 yards.
He could, if you had Patrick Mahomes.
I mean, he said Tua throw a prettier ball. So,
yeah, I heard that stuff all offseason, man. I know he was trying to pump his quarterback up, but oh my goodness. Anyways,
Davante Adams did the same thing. All right, 24-16. It goes down as a big fat L for the Miami Dolphins again, who went from first to worst real quick because I don't even think
Tank, where you at, Tank? You're quiet. You ain't here, Tank.
I don't even think they better than the Patriots at this point right now, the Dolphins. So worst from first to worst, real quick. It was all good just a couple weeks ago. And I want you right here. Yep, want you right here. Yep. You know how the tables get turned real quick. Now, with that being said, tables turning, we got to talk about this the Giants-Ravens game. Oh, how many of y'all? I just want to say this. How many of y'all told me I was crazy for the Giants beating the Ravens? I think it was a bunch of folks.
I picked the Giants, sir.
Yeah. Again, great minds think alike. Ethan, you know this. Come on now. I already know this great minds thinking alike thing. Man, Giants, 5-1.
And Ravens got a serious problem holding on to the ball, holding on to the lead at the end of games. That's three now.
And you want me to believe that they're going to the AFC Championship game? Stop it. They can't hold on to a lead.
No, that was a hypothetical. I know that.
No, but here's the thing. I believe when they get their two-headed running back, their running game together, I think they're going to be okay. That's how what they really want to do is maul you to death and then play keep away at the end of games.
Marcus, can I ask you a question?
What's that?
Does OK win championships?
Say what now?
You heard me, man.
No.
Do
He said,
OK
he said, does OK win championships?
Does OK get you to the AFC Championship game?
Yeah, it does.
Ooh,
The Bengals did it.
Okay. So what do you call OK then?
The Bengals did it with the worst offensive line in the league.
Oh, Marcus, come on. Okay.
Am I right? Am I right?
So that made them okay though, Marcus. Their offense was high powered.
Do you know? Yes. Do you
That's
know?
a testament.
They had. Do you know that Joe Burrow got sacked 9
Oh
times?
yes, I know. The Tennessee game.
And they
Yes,
still won. And they still
that's a
won.
testament. That's a testament to great defense and having a high-powered offense.
I don't think their defense is great. I think them playing
Oh,
against.
wait a minute! Whoa!
I think them playing against.
Stop it!
Let me ask y'all this.
So you're telling me
if the Buffalo
I can't hold on for you. You want to know why I can't hold on for you?
Buffalo Bills played the Bengals and y'all got 9 sacks against them. Do the Bengals still win that game?
No, you want to know why they don't win that game? You want to know why they don't win that game?
Because y'all, if you gave the Bills an extra 9 possessions, or you gave them extra possessions with 9 sacks.
Hold on. I feel like I gotta hit the chest. You ever played chess and you hit the thing after you make
the timer?
Like I gotta hit the thing. Marcus, 2 things. Number 1, the Bengals played very well defensively in that playoff run. I didn't say that they were a great defense for the whole season, but in that playoff run, damn right they played good defense.
Exactly. They played better defense against the Chiefs than we did.
Right. I was about to say, Marcus, they literally beat Tennessee and then turned around and beat the Chiefs.
Okay.
And again, wait a minute. How many points did both of those teams score in those games?
Torch. Here's the
not
thing.
Even 20.
Like I say, here's another thing I say all the time. Styles make fights. Do you know why the Bengals were able to beat? Do you know why the Bengals were able to beat the Chiefs?
Yep.
Because it's not their defense. It's because the Bengals also have a running back named Joe Mixon.
Okay, correct.
And y'all don't. That's the difference.
But watch this. Let me ask you. Okay, watch this. You want to hear what the other difference is? Okay. The other difference, which is the reason why Buffalo went and got Von Miller, is because that pass rush got to Patrick Mahomes plenty of times in that game as well.
That pass rush was what
Sam Hubbard and them 8 in that game. That pass rush, that defensive pass rush got to him. And in fact, this is the reason why he threw the interception in overtime in 13 seconds, the reason why they lost.
I don't have an issue with that. We'll see what happens. We'll see.
Right. I'm just saying.
I think that
I think they're better than okay though.
I think that the next time that you face if you see a team like the Bengals, a team like the Ravens again with J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards, I think that'll change the dynamics of the game because
we play the Bengals January 2nd.
I know you do, and we're gonna see styles make fights.
Watch this. Chiefs, you ready for this? Ready for this?
Yeah.
This is in Cincinnati or in Buffalo?
Cincy.
Okay, it's in Cincinnati.
Yeah, Sunday night football. I think.
I'm willing to bet. Marcus, right here on the show. You ready? I'm willing to bet Buffalo Bills beat them by more than 7 points on Sunday Night Football.
Woo.
The Bengals.
Yep.
We'll revisit that. We may have to put.
See, now you want to revisit it? Come on, Marcus.
To be fair, there's a lot. There's a lot that can happen in 2 months.
Okay, I'm giving us both. Again, what if Joe Burrows is hurt? What if Josh Allen is hurt?
Watch this, though, Marcus. Watch this, Marcus. You mentioned okay. Put it in the comment section, y'all, right now. What team would you take right now? The Bengals or the Ravens? Go ahead. Go ahead. I would love to hear this. Yeah. Remember we had this conversation last year. I told you the Ravens. I told y'all the Bengals. And what happened?
The Bengals, their offensive line is still bad. As much money.
The Ravens just beat the Bengals last week.
Well, I look at divisional game. Y'all lost to the Dolphins. If y'all played 9 out of 10 times, what would be the record between y'all and
the Bills spanking the Dolphins? You know this. Stop that.
Exactly. When you have divisional games, throw all that crap out the window. Throw it all out the window in divisional games.
So again, Bengals, Ravens. Go ahead.
About what? What is the question about?
What team would you take? What team would you take right now if you had to take one team?
Right this moment, as of today, I would probably take the Bengals today.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll probably roll with the Bengals.
Oh, Ethan, you taking the Bengals too?
Yeah, I mean the Ravens can't get out. The Ravens can't hold on to leads. That's a problem right now.
Okay.
Can I ask y'all something?
Mm-hmm.
Is John Harbaugh on the hot seat? If they don't make the playoffs,
yes.
Is John Harbaugh?
Yes.
John Harbaugh. If they don't make the playoffs, is he on the hot seat?
Yes.
I'm just asking the question.
Hell yeah.
Why don't you answer the question? You answer the question, sir.
I would have fired his ass last year.
Yeah.
I would have fired his ass. I would have fired his ass.
Should have got fired.
See, I don't have no. But Ethan, asking me questions like that, I'm probably not the right person I'm probably not the right person to ask that. I would have fired John Harbaugh last year. I would have fired the coach from the Chargers last year, and I would have fired Leslie Frazier last year. So I'm probably not the person that you want. Leslie Frazier. I would have fired him in the playoff game. I would have fired his ass last year.
After one game.
No. Hell,
I would have been so mad. See, that's
Whoa,
what
Dre, hold on. I got one. What about your crappy coach up there, sir?
Yeah, sir. Yeah, go ahead and tell us about that, sir.
Here's my thing. I wanted Sean Payton anyway. So yeah, you're asking me a question. Yeah, I would have fired his ass.
I'm glad that you. I wanted Sean. You better say that. No. You better have said that if you gonna sit up here and say Leslie Frazier. I feel like you ever watch Barbershop?
He said yes. He just said it.
With certain stuff, I would have walked. See, me as a owner, you lose like that. You know, our quarterback gets hurt. You know, when Dak broke his ankle a couple of years ago, I wasn't so mad about that. But when you have a team like this and you lose like that, that's unforgivable.
I hate to say it, but after that performance that they put up against the Niners, I think LaFleur should have been gone too.
Oh, timeout. Now y'all reaching now. Like, what are we dancing? Y'all dancing with the stars or something? Marcus, you dancing with the stars over there? Stop reaching.
I said it. He didn't say it. I said it.
Both of y'all reaching right now. You better. You know what? I feel like this is a barbershop moment.
Great. I said it. He didn't say it. I did.
No. I'm talking about both of y'all examples. I know what I'm talking about. I'm talking
he's talking about Frazier.
I'm talking about both of y'all. Y'all over here with the tape and shit in the background. Y'all background over here.
I'm over here pushing buttons between you and Marcus. The Staples button. That was easy.
Oh yeah, that was easy. Yeah, it was real easy to get my attention on that. Listen, I feel like this is a barbershop moment. Remember when the old man was like, "You better not talk about Nelson Mandela. You better not talk about Martin Luther King." Remember that? You don't remember that, Marcus? You ever watch the barbershop? This is the barbershop. Yeah, remember the old man was like, "Hey, you better not talk." And then he said, "Fuck Jesse Jackson." Remember he said, "Don't talk about Jesse." Fuck Jesse. Listen, you better watch your mouth. You talk about Leslie Frazier over here. You ain't mentioning your own damn coach, sir. No. I will tell you, they played the Kansas City Chiefs.
But you got the number one defense.
Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Marcus, hold on. Time out. You got to get, wait a minute. Time out. Marcus, I get it.
Was fraudulent
Whoa. First of all, I said that when we were healthy. We lost our number one cornerback So you're trying to tell me that doesn't make a difference against a team that has both Hill and Kelsey?
What game did you lose Trey White?
Thanksgiving.
Oh, they lost Trey White earlier in the season. Like
Thanksgiving.
That's what I'm saying. You can't use that, dude.
I said number one defense. I said, when I was saying number one defense, I remember it was either week 5 or week 6.
Wait a minute, though.
You were saying that you were saying that when we were doing the playoff shows, and you're like, Marcus, you're not giving us any credit for our defense. And I said, your defense.
Marcus, hold on. As much as you say that, is as much as you still have to give Leslie Frazier his props for even keeping that defense at number 1, even with the missing pieces. You still got to give him his props. Marcus, hold on. Watch this. I'm gonna give you some more. Total real stats, real analysis for you. Ready?
You give me some stats, and then I'm gonna give you some games. Go right ahead.
I know which games you're gonna bring up. Don't you bring up none of them foolish games with Kansas City. Kansas City is a juggernaut offensively.
I got you.
Watch this. Wait a minute. I got you. Hold on.
Go ahead.
What was the Bills' defense in 2019?
I don't care about that. We're talking about
No. You talked about Leslie Frazier. Yes, you do care because you mentioned Leslie Frazier.
I'm talking about your vaunted number 1 defense that I told you all.
Answer the question.
Y'all play in the
moving the goalposts.
I'm not moving the.
Yes,
you say that all the time. Your number 1 defense. Your number 1 defense, who gets to play rookie Mac Jones twice a year, rookie Zach Wilson twice a year.
Oh my
quarterback. Second year quarterback. Mac Tua Tagovailoa, who came into the league with a busted hip, and you're
okay. So I get what you're saying as far as competition
you
is concerned, but that has nothing. Wait a minute. Watch this. That has nothing. Watch this, and I get it. Watch this. So I'm gonna pull up my Libra scale right now. Ready? Here's my Libra scale. Right? Yeah. We talk about competition that you play in this organizational. Well, hold on. The other side is organizational moves. How is that the Buffalo Bills' fault that they went Mac Jones? How is that the Bills' fault that they went got Tua Tagovailoa? How is that the Bills' fault?
That's not your fault. That's not your fault. But I look at who you're dominating, and when you have numbers are skewed.
Marcus, y'all games. Wait a minute, though. Watch this. No. I gotta say this.
I'll let you talk. Listen,
the Patriots the same.
I'm a boxer. I'll let you talk. If I'm a boxer and I have 50 knockouts against club fighters, am I really a good fighter? If I'm the undefeated champion from the Western Athletic Conference and I fight the champ and I play against a 2-loss SEC team, who's going to get more props? The undefeated WAC champion or the 2-loss SEC team?
You already know. Know what it is. But Marcus, it's the 2-loss SEC team. But guess what?
Marcus, your defense,
the New England Patriots did the same thing for years, and y'all gave them all this credit and hype. Mm-hmm. You can't.
Guess what? You're right.
They played a crappy Bills team, a crappy Dolphins team, and a crappy Jets team, and they were still the number 1 defense.
You want to know the defense? Yeah, you're right. You're right. I agree with you guys. Y'all got that. But you know the difference between them? They use that rest because they would usually have the division sold up by week 10, and then they would get a first round bye. And while the Steelers or the Ravens or the Chargers were beating the hell out of each other, and then they get the be fresh because they get home field advantage throughout the playoffs. They get a first round bye, and then they go in the playoffs and beat the Steelers or beat the Ravens. And you guys, the difference is y'all don't win. Y'all do all of that, and then you get to the playoffs and you lose.
That's cute. All right, that's cute.
That's the difference. So there is no equivalent. That's the difference. You have the same weak ass schedule.
You still give it
you have the same weak. You have the same.
But now the game. After beating the Chiefs, as long as we hold serve, we'll have the AFC title game in Buffalo. And you're trying to tell me that 70,000 screaming Bills fans ain't gonna make a difference.
Marcus, let me ask you this question.
Depends if you get to Buffalo and you don't lose to a team like the Jaguars on the way there.
But watch this. Hold on, Marcus.
Because what the Buffalo Bills have proven is when things are going right, you all will find a way. Every team has a clunker.
Every team has a clunker.
Okay. That clunker cost you.
I'm not saying it. I'm not disagreeing you. I know.
Well, wait a minute, Marcus. Let me ask this question.
You have the Kansas City Chiefs a couple of years ago. They had a clunker against the Bengals, and what about
Andy Reid?
The New England Patriots? They had a clunker that one. We're on to the bank. We're on to Cincinnati, and they went and they did their thing. You can have clunkers, and you come back from it, and you win. That's y'all problem. Y'all don't come back from it.
That's Belichick. Belichick is that's what makes Belichick the greatest coach in the game. But here's my question. Is
Belichick still the greatest in the game? We need to have that conversation too. Right now?
Yes. Cut it out. Stop. Okay. Just stop the game.
Marcus, who would it be then?
Right.
Who would it be then?
As much as I don't like Belichick, and as much as the New England Patriots, so much I can say about the New England Patriots. Belichick is definitely the best coaching mastermind I've ever seen. Period.
Marcus. I got the interviewer's row. From Marcus.
Okay.
I guess Dre's either. I don't know if Dre's still.
No. I'm listening. I just wanted to know real quick: would the Patriots have done the same thing in this type of era style of play now?
Dude, their era just ended 4 years ago when Brady left. Their era just ended 4 years ago. You act like it was 20 years ago. They were.
No, I'm not acting like it's 20 years ago. I'm saying the game is evolving. Wait a minute, time out, Marcus. You said that era just ended 4 years ago, right? Well, let me give you perfect example. Watch this, real quick before you lose your train of thought, Marcus. Here's why I say this is a difference. Do you know what the New England Patriots record is against Lamar Jackson quarterbacks like Lamar Jackson, Colin Kaepernick, who else? We can say Josh Allen now. Josh Allen. Who else?
Styles make fights. Styles,
but that's a different era. All of those quarterbacks, except for Colin Kaepernick, was just drafted 4 or 5 years ago. Marcus, all of them. I said except for Colin Kaepernick.
Okay. They had a dominance from 2001 to 2019. Michael Vick got drafted in 2000? Cam Newton got drafted in 2011. You act like Cam Newton got drafted like how many
times? Hold on, watch this. How many times did the New England Patriots play the Atlanta Falcons with Michael Vick? I'm just going to ask.
Because that's
they didn't.
Because they weren't that good. The Falcons, the Falcons weren't good. Those Michael Vick Falcons, they weren't. How long was Michael Vick?
Can I ask you this question?
6 years,
was the Ravens really that good when they beat the Patriots? Was they really that good? Was Colin Kaepernick really that good?
Their quarterbacks weren't, but their defenses were all-time great defense.
Again, and here we go again. This is why I just said I said different. All of those quarterbacks I just named, except for one, just was drafted in 2018. 17-18.
Trent Dilfer won a Super Bowl. The worst Super Bowl quarterback of all time.
Oh, we know. No,
sir. Hang on.
Sir.
let me explain.
That's got to be a conversation.
The year after they won, the 2000 Ravens, the year after they won that Super Bowl, they traded him. What Super Bowl quarterback gets traded the very next offseason? They traded him.
You know what bum would have got traded? Hold on, watch this. You know what bum? I got one. I got one. I got one, and a lot of people not gonna like it. Okay. A lot of people not gonna like it, but I got one. If we talk in this era of football, Jim McMahon would have been booted big time by what? Jim McMahon was god awful tired.
I would take Jim McMahon. I would take Jim McMahon over Trent Dilfer.
And I tell you this, I would take Big McMahon over
Torch. Those Ravens teams were averaging like 11 points a game. They were averaging 11 points. The Eagles
traded their Super Bowl winning quarterback away too.
Who? Don't say Nick Foles. Don't you do that. Don't you dare. Don't you do that. Don't do that.
They did. You can't say they didn't. They did though. They did. They did though.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't.
All right. Here's the question. I was just say before we get to some more games here. You were just saying that Belichick might not be the greatest coach right now. Who would you say then?
Ooh, yeah.
I think right now, like
you better not say no Dallas Cowboys coach.
No.
I would have to say right now, in the past 5 years, the best coach the past 5 years has been Andy Reid. It's been Andy Reid. 4 AFC championships in a row.
I don't know why Torch is leaving. I think that's actually a solid answer. I don't know why he's leaving.
4 AFC championships in a row, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 Super Bowl win. I would have to say in the past 5 years, Andy Reid has been the most dominant coach in the NFL. I think that's a fair thing to say. And I'm not an Andy Reid fan. I'm just looking at his production. 4 AFC championship games, 4 AFC championship.
I can't really argue with that, really.
All right, guess what? If wishes was fishes, we all be in the sea too with your 4 AFC championship games, sir. Last I checked, when was the last time the Patriots won a Super Bowl, sir?
What's that got to do? What?
2018?
Oh, yes, it do. Yes,
2018, 5 years ago.
So watch this. In them 5 years, Bill Belichick won the same amount of Super Bowls as Andy Reid. So since we sitting up here talking shit about who the best is, damn Marcus, the alphabet. Okay. I get it the last 5 years, but the last 5 years of Andy Reid's career do not surmount or even circumvent to come close.
This isn't a lifetime achievement award. I say it right now, today.
Oh no, you said better.
No, I said, is he still the best coach in the game right now?
Oh, and I said yes. I said the greatest. Yeah, because until he retires,
I don't think he is, because without Brady, he has a losing record.
What is his record against the Bills right now? Since Josh Allen's been drafted, what's his record against the Bills?
Actually, I think.
What's his record against Tua?
I think now it's not. Oh well, we know what his record against Tua is. Miami
if it's the games in Miami or if it's in New England.
You have a losing record versus Tua, and you have a losing record versus Josh Allen. That's the facts.
No,
he has a losing record.
No, he don't.
No,
I don't think so.
Josh Allen, and the Patriots are, I think, neck and neck now. They do not have a losing record.
When Josh was here, Tom was still there for a couple years.
So here's my
win last year too.
I totally get what you're saying, but the Patriots still have a Super Bowl in the same 5 years that Andy Reid has won. That's one. And two, secondly, if we talking about if we are talking about Andy Reid, ain't Andy Reid? Y'all talked about choking, bro. Y'all better start making this make sense. Andy Reid choked more than a Lord allow before Kansas City too, sir. Let's not.
Okay. And if we're gonna do that too, Andy Reid has taken 2 franchises to the Super Bowl.
Oh yes, he has.
Yeah,
sure has. Oh yeah, he has. I give him.
Bill Belichick has been the head coach of 2 teams. He didn't have the same success with the Browns that Andy Reid had with the Eagles.
Oh, guess what? He didn't need to because he damn sure had 20 years with the Patriots.
I'm just saying. For you to take 2 Super Bowls, for you to take 2 franchises to the Super Bowl, I think that's pretty awesome. I mean, it is.
But Andy Reid.
So where are we going? Are we going with Colts and Jags, or where are we going?
No,
next?
hell no. Why would we go with Colts and Jags if we having this guy? Are you serious? Colts.
We gotta keep. I want to keep going here.
Who the hell wants to talk? First of all, Colts and Jags. Okay, you know what? Let's talk about how the Colts have revamped their season finally after
Matt Ryan looks like Matt Ryan of 6 years ago.
Yeah, we need to get the Incredible Meg back on the show again now, because I want to know what she did. She did something. She did something that impacted this team. She wrote an article, and after this article, I done seen the Colts do nothing but win. Yeah, they 3-2-1 now. 3-2-1, ready to implode at any moment. I still think they're gonna implode at any moment.
Wait a minute. Didn't they won? They won without both Hines and Taylor.
Yeah, they had Jackson. D. Jackson had 42 yards.
Deion Jackson on a Duke.
Yeah, but guess what? Matt Ryan had 389 yards, 3 touchdown passes in this one. Michael Pittman silently has been really good.
Mm-hmm.
Silently.
People were ready to write on.
Oh, but wait a minute. People like Michael Pittman Jr. make me now want to ask the question.
Oh,
Marcus. I know how you don't like Gabe Davis so much, but is Gabe Davis a top 5 number 2 receiver?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was about to say,
but he's boomer bust. Okay.
Yes, Ethan. 2 things can be right. 2 things can be right at the same time. 2 things can be right at the same time.
Dre.
Ice cream is delicious. Liver and onion is disgusting. 2 things can be right at the same time.
Dre. The goalpost.
Yeah, I know.
No. How am I moving it?
That was another chess move.
Hey, boom or do y'all know what a boom or bust is? That means it's a.
Yes.
You know, I'm going to give you another boom or bust guy. Will Fuller, boom or bust. Mike Williams.
Don't you dare put him on the same pedestal as Gabe Davis.
Has Gabe Davis ever had 1,000 yards even?
He's only been in the league. What? This is his 3rd year.
Okay. Will Fuller had he's had 1,000 yard season.
Okay, but he was also a wide receiver 1 for a while with some teams.
He's never been a wide receiver 1 with the Texans. You know who their wide receiver 1 was? DeAndre. Yes, he's never been a number 1.
That's why he had 1,000 yards too.
Well, why doesn't Gabe Davis have 1,000 yards? He's a number 2, and he's got.
Wait a minute, Marcus. We had this conversation, Marcus. They didn't even integrate Gabe. We had this. Why do we gotta keep having this conversation?
Last year he was behind. Last year he was behind Sanders, Beasley.
So he couldn't beat out. He couldn't beat out 35-year-old Emmanuel Sanders, who retired this year. He couldn't beat out.
Hell no.
and he couldn't beat out Cole Beasley, who retired.
Especially with Cole. Josh has had a rapport with Cole since he came to Buffalo.
Whoa! Stop! Let me stop Marcus right here. Wait a minute. Time out. Sir, I'm willing to make another bet. Let me hit the. Gabe Davis will have 1,000 yards this year.
Oh, how many yards has he got?
Don't say how many yards he got now. No.
I need to know.
No, take the bet. You so tough on him. Take the bet. 1,000 yards.
He better have 1,000 yards this year. He better have 1,000 yards this year.
Marcus, take the bet. Yes or no?
I believe he'll have 1,000 yards this year. He'll probably be right at 950, 1,000 yards, somewhere around there.
Okay, Marcus.
And we're also taking into consideration that there's 17. We're also taking into consideration that there's 17 games in the season.
That's why this bet is going to be even more interesting. I'm going to make it even more interesting, sir. Last year it was 17 games, sir. Your beloved Mike, who was that? CD Lamb. You said he was going to get how much, and he didn't.
1,200. He got 1,150. He got 1,150. Dre, you're acting like he had like 800 yards. He had 1,150.
No. Marcus, can I ask you a question?
He had 1,150.
When does almost count?
Horseshoes and hand grenades.
He didn't just barely be. No, why don't you do this? What? Let's do this. Will he have 1,100 yards like CD had as a
that's what I was about to say. Gabe Davis.
1,100 yards. Bet.
1,100 yards.
Bet. $50. $50. Gabe Davis won't have 1,100 yards.
50. That's what you're saying? $50.
Gabe Davis will not have 1,100 yards.
Yeah, you better be careful. You know your bets be coming down to the wire, sir, Mr. Betts. You like the bet? They be coming to the wire.
You got to look at when you're looking at bets like this. You have to look at if y'all have the division sold up. Will he play that last game? Who y'all play the last game of the season?
Patriots.
You see what I'm saying? If y'all have the division sold up,
if they got the division sold up, you know what's funny?
What's that?
I actually think Gabe Davis would play in that game only solely because it's a divisional game, and the fact that they lost to Miami matters actually when it comes to divisional.
If you're up 3 games, if you won a division by 3 or 4 games.
No. You got to remember that Kansas City is still in the loop. You can't just go by division. You have to go by conference.
I got you. I totally got you.
Yeah.
Marcus, that might be the game you go for 200. Marcus, you better be careful.
1,100.
1,100. Gabe Davis, 1,100 yards.
Okay.
By the way, I just want to remind you, Marcus, I don't want to hear, they played this team and that team. They played, their schedule was easy. Oh, look at the defenses. I don't want to hear none of that. I want to hear.
He's gonna do what he always does. He gonna have 3 for 17 yards, or he gonna have 3 for 171.
It only takes a couple of those, though. It only takes a couple of those.
It only takes a couple of those 3 for 17s with no touchdown games.
He making it sound like you went to Burger King.
3 for 17s.
3 for 17. You too funny. Stop it. Gabe Davis getting 1,100. Watch, you gonna be tight.
Hey, wait a minute. I did some calculations. Gabe already missed a game because of that ankle. He's got 383 for the year. If he averages 76, which he's averaging right now, he'll end up with 12 for 25.
Whoo, Marcus. this? You sure about this,
averaging, averaging, averages are averages for a reason. You go out and you have a great. You go out and you go have a great game.
Here we go. Here we go, Dre.
If you go by his average, every playoff game he's going to have a 4-touchdown game. That's why we average it out.
Marcus, guess what?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
No, I'm being sarcastic. I'm being sarcastic.
I got one for you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you he has over $1 in the next game that he play.
Who are they playing?
The Green Bay Packers, sir.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I'm so disappointed in y'all's defense, but your offense is putting them in terrible situations.
Yeah, I've been
too many 3 and out.
I think Jair Alexander is a top 5 corner.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's a top 5 corner. But again, when your offense is out there getting 3 and outs every play and can't maintain drives, your defense just cracks, man. Eventually they just break. So yeah, probably so. Probably so. Bless you.
Marcus.
I'll get another receiver. Because here's the other thing too, Dre. This is what you're not accounting for. Hypothetical. What if you do get Odell Beckham Jr.? All those targets start going down.
Only have Marcus. We only have about 3 or 4 million right now. We ain't going after somebody like that.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Time out. Marcus, if they do get Odell, sir, that makes it even better for Gabe Davis. Matter of fact, Gabe, you would see more. Oh, yes, I do. Because Odell Beckham is the guy who blows the top off the roof, which means more space for Gabe Davis to work, in which those 3 for 171 that you don't.
And as I said, he only needs about to get to 1,100. He only needs about 70 to 75 yards.
Remember, you don't like. Wait a minute, Marcus. You don't even like. You don't like the 3 for 171, sir. I see a couple more of those in the future.
He's not a route runner. He's a over the top guy. I believe if y'all got
he runs routes all right.
He's not a route technician. He's mostly a deep.
Who are we talking about? OBJ or
Gabe?
Gabe is not a route runner.
Gabe don't run routes?
No, Gabe is a non-route guy.
No, he is not. Marcus,
go back.
Totally
all of his touchdowns are non-routes.
Marcus, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Ready? How many routes? How many routes is it in the NFL?
9.
No. What's the biggest? No, it's not. There's more than 9 routes in the NFL. Are you serious?
You got
his route tree is bigger than a 9 route. Stop it.
His route.
They said the same thing. Wait a minute. They said the same thing about that dude in Seattle, DK Metcalf.
DK Metcalf he's a 9-route jump ball specialist, speed guy.
OMG! I can't believe you said.
Are we comparing Gabe Davis to like a Cooper Cup or a?
No, but his route tree is bigger than 9.
He's a tall, big, fast receiver. He's not a route runner, bro. He's not. That's not what he does.
I disagree. I've seen Gabe Davis up close and personal. I totally disagree with that.
When you look at can he run other routes? I'm talking about where he is proficient. How tall is Gabe Davis? How tall is he?
Well, Gabe Davis is like 6'3", but you only so if that's the case, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can't. The only reason why I say if that's the case, but then that's because the offense is predicated that way, not because he can't run routes. Gabe Davis can run routes. It's just the offense is predicated that way. Stephon Diggs runs the routes.
I know he does. I know he does. What did I just say? Gabe Davis He's the speed over the top guy. That's what
that's where you're wrong right there, and that's where I stop you right there. Gabe Davis is not that damn fast. Quiet as kept.
For his size, when you see him running down the field, he's a big.
Are you talking about he's one that'll go up and get 50-50 balls? Is that what you're referring to?
He's a big, fast guy. Did you see when that touchdown against Minkah Fitzpatrick and he nearly yanked Minkah Fitzpatrick's arm out of the socket?
Minkah wanted that in the
Marcus, if that's the case, I got one that contradicts all that.
Okay.
Marcus, last year's Kansas City game should have told you Gabe can run routes.
Mm-hmm.
He ran.
He literally, wait a minute, time out. You tried to tell me he's a fast guy? Marcus,
that was his speed. That was his speed.
I'm going to tell you. Wait a minute. I'm going to tell you. Yo, Gabe Davis's technique is what makes him great at what he does. Yep. He literally turned him around twice in this last game. How many
touchdowns did he have after Honey Badger went out the game?
Oh, here we go with the Honey.
Here we go with and you're trying to tell, and you were just complaining about me talking about injuries. Now you want to bring up injuries now.
You all are sitting up there. You're saying because he spun around a backup safety. He's a great technician.
No, sir. That wasn't a backup safety. He spun that corner. He didn't spin him not once. He spun him twice.
Yeah, that wasn't Tyrann Mathieu back there.
Oh,
that wasn't Tyrann Mathieu back there.
Here we go with the Tyrann Mathieu talk again. Marcus, come on, man.
Y'all are easily impressed.
Gabe Davis gonna make you a believer. Watch.
I'm gonna get y'all, and we're gonna go out one day and we're gonna get some paper airplanes, and I'll keep y'all entertained. I'll keep y'all entertained all day long. We're gonna play marbles.
Don't do that. Treat us like adults. Don't do that.
He trying to be funny.
We're gonna play marbles and skip rocks across the lake. We're gonna have a grand old time, man. Y'all think that Taco Bell is authentic Mexican food, man?
Come on, don't be like that. We're smarter than that, Marcus.
Yeah, they said Isaiah McKenzie is a faster receiver than Gabe Davis.
Thank you. McKenzie is the speed deep threat.
He is. He is. But here's the thing. He is. But McKenzie's one of the fastest guys in the field. But guess what? He may not be on the field the next game. He may not be on the field. He has been terrible. He just
came back from a concussion.
If Jamison Crowder was still healthy, he wouldn't even be on the field. He'd be returning kicks.
Crowder's been shit.
He'd be returning kicks if Jamison Crowder didn't get hurt.
Crowder had underperformed even before he got hurt.
Yep. That's why Crowder was. That's why Khalil Shakur been in games and he ain't.
That's what I was just about to say. Don't be surprised if Shakur is the starter.
No, they're not moving him up that fast. I hope and pray that.
No, Shakir's the kickoff punt return guy or kickoff return.
I like Shakir. I like the kid.
Why?
We
got some more games.
Boys. Jake Krumero again before they move him up again.
Jake will be back Jake should be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah. All right. Obviously, Bengals beat the Saints 30-26. Yeah, Marcus, I watch him up close and personal. His technique is what makes him. His running ability is what makes him good. Yo, you can stop. I'm telling you.
It's all right. Hey, Dre, let him hate, let him sleep, whatever.
Devin Singletary's a workhorse bag.
Oh my God! Stop it.
Gabe Davis is an elite route runner. It's just nonstop. Come on, guys.
I never said that he was elite.
Meet me halfway, guys. Meet me halfway.
I'm meeting you halfway. I'm saying that he's not the elite route runner, but I'm saying he's better than 9. You keep trying to give him 9.
You have an elite route runner on your team. Stephon Diggs to me is a top 3 route runner. Gabe
Agreed.
Davis is nowhere in that atmosphere as far as
Nope,
route.
he not.
You never. Hey, neither of us used the word elite, sir.
Nah, but watch this. Hold on,
He's not even a good route runner. He's an average
Come
route
on,
runner.
come on.
Ethan. Hold on, though, Ethan. You think Gabe Davis ain't been taking some notes from Stephon Diggs? Bro, he
Okay,
literally.
you think Michael Gallup was taking notes from Amari Cooper? That's not his game. You guys gotta recognize somebody's
You
game.
can always improve your game. Come on,
Guess
what
what?
are you
And
talking
y'all
about?
culture ain't the Bills culture either. Sorry to say
You
that.
know what the do we want to discuss the
No,
Bills?
come on, let's not
Do we
go
wanna
there.
discuss
Because
the
Marcus
Bills
is just gonna
culture?
talk
Yeah,
crap
hell
again.
yeah. The same one that beat your ass in Thanksgiving.
Y'all are you know what you sound like right now, Greg?
I'm joking.
You sound like the Dolphins. You sound like the Dolphins did 2 weeks ago. You sound like Dolphins fans 2 weeks ago when they beat y'all. That's what you sound like.
Yo, I'm joking, Marcus. I'm only kidding with you. I like to get your blood pumping.
We're number one. We beat you in the regular
We're
season.
number one in the AFC. Where's the Cowboys?
Oh, here we go. Why even leave it alone? I'm trying to leave it alone.
I'm joking. I'm trying to get. I'm enjoying seeing Marcus up here.
By the way, everybody out there, make sure you tune in to the Alphabets Football Show on Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard.
That is some really nice merch.
Rise up, family! All my Buffalo Bills fans, tune in to the Alphabets Football Show Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and I got a surprise for y'all. Just leave it at that. Tune in.
Oh, yeah, I already know.
Can't wait.
Tune into the Alphabets Football Show Friday night. Do that. We sold all of our tickets. I will be raffling this off. This bottle of 1942 Don Julio, designed by my boy Michael Torres. He did this by hand, painted it and decorated it. All I'm going to say, tune into the Alphabets Football Show Friday night. We're going to give this away, and I got a surprise for y'all. Just be there. That's all I can say.
You were starting to talk about this. Cincinnati beat the Saints. And Andy Dalton did not get revenge against the Cincinnati Bengals.
Trash.
Yeah.
Who?
He's talking about Dalton. Andy Dalton.
Oh, goodness. Anyway. How many of y'all surprised that the Pittsburgh Steelers beat the Tampa Bay Bucks?
I didn't see that coming.
That's one of those.
That is a Steelers team that I expected to see more of in the game against us. I didn't expect us to blow them out like that. I expected it to be a little closer, but
I think this shows. We just talked about Andy Reid and Bill Belichick. I think we need to add another guy on that list too, and that's Mike Tomlin.
Yep.
I think we need to start.
Wait a minute.
I just say as the best, but I think he needs to be mentioned amongst those names up there.
Wait a minute. I was about to say, I know damn well we ain't saying he should get fired.
No, I said
no way.
I said he's one of the top coaches in the league.
Always has been.
I was about to say.
But a lot of people talk about Andy Reid and they talk about Bill Belichick, but I think that
Marcus, they asking where do they find the Alphabet Show?
Friday night.
Right. Is this on the Rise Up page right now?
Yeah.
We go live on the we go live on the Rise Up page.
And you also go live on the Alphabets
Football Show group. Come in there and check us out. You got to be there for it. All my Buffalo Bills fans. Tune into the Alphabets Football Show on Friday night. I cannot reiterate that enough. Like, I'm trying to keep a straight face here because I'm like really excited. Tune into the Alphabets Football Show on Friday night. As a matter of fact,
I'm trying to think about what's going on Friday night because I know for a fact that I'll be tuning in. I'm trying to think what is going on Friday.
Y'all gotta watch the Alphabet Football Show Friday night. I cannot say that enough. Tune into the Alphabet Football. I'm gonna give this away with my show logo on it. The Alphabet Football Show logo. The Rise Up logo.
Look at that.
Don Julio 1942. Some of the best tequila that you can buy. I know y'all up there in the Northeast, y'all aren't really tequila drinkers. That's Southwest kind of thing. Y'all drink? Do y'all drink? What's the drink up there? Jack.
Well, up here,
Jack,
Patron, Crown, Yak,
Henny.
Yep,
okay.
Henny.
Tune into the Alphabet Football Show Friday night, 10 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with my lovely co-host Ramona Diehard, the Rise Up family. I'll just leave it at that.
Surprised we ain't got. I'm surprised after all this. I know it's late, but I'm surprised we haven't had any call-ins either.
But I need to keep it real with you. I was there when Tommy.
You guys, my computer's about to die. I'm about to get up out of here.
Yo, it's been real. It's been fun. We'll talk more this week.
We didn't get to all of the games, but
I'm glad we didn't.
It's all good. It's all good. No, we talked. I do want to say congratulations to the Bills. Like I said, when y'all do good, I'll be here. When y'all do bad, I'll be here. But when y'all do bad, I need you here too. Just like when y'all do good and I'm here, I need you here too.
Right here.
Bills now got the bye week. So
I know y'all are in the bye week, and then y'all come back and y'all play Green Bay.
Yeah.
I will be there live Sunday night football. I will be there live.
Do a live feed. Put a live feed on the Alphabet Football.
Yo,
show.
you might even. Yes, I might just do that. And on top of that, I just might be able to pull something off on Sunday Night Football. I might be able to do it. If I could do it, this would be crazy dope. But a certain someone is going to meet his favorite quarterback.
Ooh.
Okay.
Certain someone is going to meet his favorite quarterback on Sunday Night Football. And believe you me, yes, sir. It feels good when you a supervisor. You get to go certain places too. One of them is right there at the locker room.
Go meet up with Aaron Jones and tell him can you get passes to his restaurant in El Paso? It's like 3 blocks away from my house on Zaragoza. Ask him that. Shout out to him too. His dad just passed away like last year, man. Really nice guy, met his dad. So good people. They're retired. I used to watch them here at UTEP and at high school here. Just a really good dude. So hopefully you get a chance to meet him. So
what that means.
Tune in on Friday. Make sure y'all tune in on Friday. I'm going to bed. I'm gonna get up and eat.
Yeah, me too.
We sat up all night telling man stories, and in the morning, I'm making waffles.
All right. I'm gonna take it.
What movie is that from? Are we still live?
Yeah. You said what movie is that from?
What movie is it from?
I forgot.
Shrek. Remember when Donkey went home with him? We gonna sit up all night telling man stories?
Oh my gosh.
I'm making waffles.
Waffles.
Yeah, you funny as hell.
Oh, I forgot about that.
You funny as hell. That's about as funny as me watching He-Man lately.
He-Man's dope, man.